Good day, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve. Tonight we're having a special meal. We're gonna have some pasta and sauce, and for that I am making meatballs as well. So I thought I'd share my recipe. What you'll need is about 1.5 pounds of minced pork and beef, along with about 3 cloves of garlic, half a cup of reggiano cheese, salt, pepper, an egg, and what I like to do instead of using breadcrumbs is I use about 2 pieces of white bread, sliced bread, pour milk over it, let it sit and moisten, and then once that goes into the meatballs, it makes it so tender. It's great. So here we go. So first things first, I usually add, I'll add salt and pepper. I make a funnel kind of thing for the meat, just so that you can, get most of the meat covered with the salt and the pepper and all the ingredients. All right, and then I'll add to it afterwards. Then I'll start with my soaked bread. Whatever milk is left over, I add that too. Just moistens it. Okay. And I try to incorporate that as much as possible without kneading the meat too much, or it just makes the meat tough. Right. It's gonna look a little sloppy, but I assure you they'll be tender this way. All right, so when you move the meat around, you'll see that there's that soaked bread in most of the meat. All right, and then I funnel it again just because I like to do that myself. And that's when I add the garlic. And that's why I want everything to have equal parts. And not to mix more. I'm just gonna add cheese as well. Cheese. And incorporate that as well. And to make it even more moist, we're gonna add that 1 egg. So you'll see that the meat is sticky rather than just a lump of meat that you can just make into balls. Right there, you'll know that they will come out a little tougher. I like to put my fork through it like butter. So once that egg is incorporated, now I come from Sicilian descent, and this recipe is the Sicilian version of our meatballs. And most of my family adds 1 extra ingredient, and that is sugar. We add about 1/4 cup of sugar to the amount of meat. It might be a little too much for you guys. You can just put maybe 2 tablespoons instead, and it just gives a little sweet taste in the meatball, along with the sauce that you'll be dropping the meatballs in. So I'm gonna actually leave a little out. And you mix that sugar in. Make sure that's mixed because you don't want a lump of sugar in your meatball. And that should be good. All right. Okay, I don't want to mix too much, so. And that's it. Okay. All right, so with a bunch of meat, you're gonna make your meatballs. Don't roll them too much. Once again, the more you roll, the tougher they are. So I make them medium size. They don't have to be perfect. While I roll, I just want to let you know that we do have other recipes on this channel, so don't be shy to click and look at the other recipes. They are simple recipes. They may get a little more complicated or professional, I guess you can say, as time goes by. We just want to know what you guys like to watch, so we're just testing some stuff out. But most of the recipes are my own recipes. I did attend a cooking school in Montreal, and though I'm not in cooking any longer, I still love to cook for my family and try out new recipes. All right, so what we would do with these meatballs is we're gonna fry them, create a crust around them. Once the crust is around them, we're gonna put them in the sauce. We've made a beautiful sauce for tonight. It's a meat sauce. My boys like the meat.
I've actually made that sauce. That is my sauce.
And it's in a very old school pot that was handed down about 3 generations. So it's a good luck pot. All right, let's start frying. And we are using the Starfrit copper pan, non-stick. I did add oil because I just like the taste of it. All right, these babies are gonna just fry up here. And we'll let them fry for a couple of minutes. All right, I'm gonna turn these babies over. You'll see that they're nicely caramelized around. The sugar helps with that caramelization. All right. All right, we'll come back once they're done and we'll test one out. All right, so I'm going to take one of these babies out and cut into it. Let's see how tender it is. All right. Oh, yeah. That's it. Cooked inside. Maybe another second or two. Oh.
Whether in the sauce they'll cook.
Well, that's the thing. I tried to actually keep it a little raw in the middle because we do continue cooking it into the sauce, and we don't want them tough. So this is perfect, actually, for placing them right into the sauce, which is what we will do. All right, so cut into one, or you can use your thermometer and verify. You can go ahead and place them into the sauce, and that'll be that. So if you like this video and if you want more, please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.